Afternoon Fix It fans, so I'm home early from work today, so I thought I'd make a little video and give something a repair. Well, this one won't actually be a repair video, I don't think. This is just going to be a service video because this amplifier came from a charity shop, so it should be working. I haven't tried it yet, I haven't plugged it in, I haven't done anything with it because I want to check it right over first and give it a service before I test it out. So this one is an Ariston AX910 amplifier. It's from 1997 and it's 40 watts per channel into 8 ohms. And from what I've read about this one, basically it is a Cambridge Audio A1 amplifier, rebadged and rebranded and sold by Ariston. So it should be quite a good little sounding amplifier if it is a Cambridge Audio. I don't know that because, like I said, I haven't listened to this yet. I haven't done anything to it. But if it's a Cambridge Audio amplifier, it should have a nice sound to it. Well, hopefully it will. And it should be decent for the money I paid for it, because I paid £15 for this amplifier. I found it in a charity shop, saw the price £15 and just thought, right, I'm having that. So with this one, you can get this Ariston amp with a phono stage in it and without a phono stage in it. So I'm not sure what one this is. I don't know if it's got a phono stage in it or not. But when we take the lid off, you will be able to see if it's got one in there, or you will see a space where it should be, and then it means this one has not got one in there. Hopefully it has got a phono stage in it, but if it hasn't, it was only £15, so this one will be CDs only. So let me get my screwdriver ready, find a bit that fits the screws, and then we'll open it up and see what this old Ariston's like inside. No, that's a little bit loose, that one, so let's get a slightly bigger one. Let's try that one there. Right, that fits nice. We'll go with that one. So I'll pop it into my screwdriver and I'll turn it round actually so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Because there's two screws take out this side, same the other side. And you'll see there, them stickers on the side. Now they are where it came from the charity shop. So them stickers are saying it is all been tested and it is all working. But you can't always believe them stickers, because I have bought stuff from the charity shop before that has all them tested stickers all over it, and then when you get it home it doesn't work, so there is no way that it was tested. Now, I've only had that a few times. Most of the stuff I've bought from the charity shop was working, but I have had stuff with them stickers on that didn't work and had parts missing, so there was no way they had been tested. So I've taken two screws out of that side. There's two screws to come out of the back here, and then there'll be two more on the other side, and then that lid should come off. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mention another channel, because when I got home from work tonight, I had a new subscriber and a message from him. And it's from a channel that I watch a lot. I've watched this channel for years. It's been going a long time, this channel, and it's a really good channel. And it's done by a man called Michael Yates, and it's a hi-fi channel. It's Michael Yates Hi-Fi, but I think the actual channel name is just Michael Yates. But it's a really good channel. He does hi-fi reviews and does repairs and buys and sells stuff and all that. And he's got good knowledge, Michael has, so it's a very interesting channel to watch. And it's not one of them snob channels where everything costs £10,000, because I don't like them channels. I don't watch them channels, not because they have expensive stuff. There is nothing wrong with that if you can afford it. I just don't watch them because they would not be interested in something like this on the table, 15 quid from a charity shop. But Michael would. You would have bought this, wouldn't you, mate? Yeah, Michael would have bought this. So I just thought I'd give Michael's channel a little mention because some of you who watch this channel might really enjoy Michael's channel because he does all normal stuff for normal people like us. So that's the lid off this ariston, and look at that, it looks quite good in there. Nice transformer in it, nice big heatsink, good quality capacitors in there. Yeah, it looks quite good, and I can see straight away it has not got a phono stage in it. Nice big transformer though, look at that, it's a decent transformer. So it's got a couple of fuses under there that I will take out and give a clean. Nice load of capacitors in it, it's got another fuse there. There's the pots there that I will give a clean to in a minute. There's a little bit of dirt in here, but it's not that dirty. I will give it a little clean out. It's not dirty enough for me to warrant going and getting the hoover. I should just give that a dusting out. But it looks good in there. I can't see nothing looking black. All them caps look lovely. So yeah, I would say there is nothing wrong with this ariston. It's just going to need a service, and I reckon this one will be working. Looks alright in here, doesn't it, Michael? 15 quid, mate. Looks like a right bargain. So I just put my camera back on the tripod, and then I shall stand this up on its side and start giving it a little clean out. So I'm going to clean it now, Michael. Can I borrow your tea towel, mate? Oh, he's not answering. I'll have to use my little brush. So all I'm going to do with this one, as it looks good inside, is just give the pots a little going over with deoxit. Get a bit of deoxit into all them. I'll do the on-off switch and the selector as well. And then I shall take the fuses out and give them a test with my little tester and give them a bit of a clean. And then them plug connectors that you can see, them little connectors that unclip with the wires on, I shall take them out and give them a little clean with deoxit and then pop them back on. And that is really all I'm about to do with this. Right, and something just fell out there. Something fell down. Oh, it ain't broken, is it? What's that there? Oh, it's a SIM card, gift gaff. So if you've lost a gift gaff SIM card, it's in my amplifier. I've got it. So this must be a mobile amplifier, innit? For mobile discos. And I wonder if that SIM card's got any credit on it. It might have £20 credit on it, and then I've made a fiver and got a free amplifier. And I've found some things inside amplifiers over the years, but that is the first time I've found a SIM card in one. It's not yours, is it, Michael? You ain't lost a gift gaff SIM, have you, mate? So I'll just get rid of that last bit of dust out of there. Just brush all that onto the table. That's it. It's come up clean really. There's not a lot in there other than a bit of dust. There is none of that sticky fluff and all that gunge in there. It's just a bit of your run-of-the-mill dust and a gift gaff SIM card. So that's it really. Just go around in capacitors nicely with a brush, get all that dust out. And then I shall turn it upside down, give it a little bang on the bottom, and all that dust just fall out on the table. Oh, there was quite a lot in there. So I'll just lay it down, walk it back a little bit, give it a nice little light tap on the bottom, and that's it. All that dust has fell out. So next up, I'm just going to check the plug. And it's got a little sticker there over the screw that does not want to peel off. So I should just pop it with my screwdriver and take the screw out through the sticker. You won't beat me, sticker. Yeah, see, there you go. I'm only checking the plug. It might be good, this plug, but it might not. Always check your plug. No, it looks alright now. Let's check the connections. Get a little flathead. Make sure they are nice and tight. Yeah, live's nice and tight. Neutral, that's nice and tight. Let's pop the fuse out. And that fuse looks a little bit dirty actually. I'll give that a little clean up, that fuse. Looks brand new actually, that plug, like it's had a new plug fitted on it. See that? The fuse looks a little bit black. It's not a brand new fuse. Let's get a little bit of sandpaper on that, clean it up. Because believe it or not, a dirty fuse will affect the sound. So that's looking much better, that fuse. Only needed a little rub over with sandpaper. It's come back up nice and shiny. So I will put a little bit of deoxit on that fuse before I put it back in. But that's nice and clean now. So let me get my brush and my can of deoxit, and I'll just squirt a little bit of deoxit onto the brush. Give the little fuse a little clean at the ends, because it will get the last bits of that black off a bit of deoxit. Just give the carrier a little clean. The prongs a little clean. Pop the fuse back in. Close the lid and tighten the screw up. And it makes a change to find a plug that is actually properly fitted. So while there's still wet deoxit on my brush, I should turn that round and just clean the inputs at the back. They're not dirty these, but I've got deoxit on my brush, so I might as well just clean them all up with a little bit of deoxit. And I should do the same with the speaker terminals. Just unscrew them, give them a little clean up. Do this one. Make sure you get a little bit in the hole, because that is the important bit, where the cable goes through. That is the part that you want clean. It doesn't matter so much about the thread, it's the actual hole through the shaft. And they got a nice big hole in them, these binding posts, so this old ariston will take a nice fat speaker cable. And I did buy a set of nice fat speaker cables the other day. They are vintage monster cables. So I bought a pair of them for £10 with postage. They haven't arrived yet, but when they turn up, I'll show you what I bought. And for £10, I think they will be a right bargain and a good set of cables. Because I want to start buying a few different types of speaker cables to play around with on my other channel. Now I know a lot of people say it's snake oil and that all speaker cables sound the same, but I know that's not true. Speaker cables sound different. Some have good top end, some have a lot of bass, some give you more detail. So I've just got my tester out, it's working, so I'll pop the little fuse out. Oh, you see that? That's one of them Mexican jumping fuses. They're quite rare, they are. So I just put my tester on it. Yeah, that fuse is good. Now I'm just checking the fuses, because sometimes a fuse might look good, but it's like makes a dodgy connection. So although it's not blown, it ain't that good. So that's why I'm just testing these ones, although they don't look blown. So I've just put deoxit on my brush, clean the carrier, just nip it together a tiny bit, tighten it up, and then clean the fuse. Because like you get it a lot with fuses, they look good, but then when I put my tester on them, the needle wavers about, so the fuse isn't that brilliant. That's why I always test fuses. So that's that one back in. Let's get this one out, see if it's another Mexican jumping fuse. No, that one's not. See, they are rare, them Mexican jumping fuses. So let's put my tester on this one. Yeah, needle went straight up and just stayed straight up, so that fuse is good. It's when the needle goes up and then it like flickers about, it's when the fuses are not that brilliant. Let's give that a little clean, nip the carrier back up, pop the fuse back in. Now there's one more fuse in this at the front here. There, it's under that little plastic cover. Let's pop that one out. Don't need my brush, I can get hold of that one. Right, that one's out. Let's put my tester on it, see what's going on with this one. Chances are it's good, but I always test them just in case you get that bad one. See, that was fine, needle just went up, stayed up. Clean the little carrier, nip it together, give the fuse a little go over with Deoxit, pop it back in. And then there's a little plastic cover that goes back on there. That, just a little bit that goes over that fuse. So that's it. All the fuses were good. All the carriers have been tightened up and cleaned, and the fuses have been cleaned. So I don't need my tester anymore, so I'll turn that off and put it out of the way. So what I'm going to do now is clean them little connector blocks together, where the wires connect into them little blocks there. Sometimes inside these they can get a little bit dirty, so I should take them off one at a time. Give my brush another little squirt of Deoxit and just clean that bit, get it up into the holes, and then clean the pins inside that bit. That'd be it. Deoxit to clean all that up. I just pop it back together. So that's that one done. And there's another little one here. Same with that one. Give that a little clean over. Clean the little pins in that part. Pop it back in. Now there's one more here. Get that one out. Same again, give that a nice clean. It's only because if they have got a little bit of oxidisation on them, it will affect the sound. So while this is apart, I might as well do this just to make sure it's sounding the best it can sound when I start listening to it. Pop that back in, and there is one more up the top here. And I think that is it on the plugs. There is just them four. Just clean that one up. Brush is still wet. Little cleaning now. Clean them pins up. Pop it back together. So that's it. All the connectors should be nice and clean now. No, actually I'm lying. There is one more that I've just spotted down here. Keep an eye on me, Ray, I nearly missed one, mate, and this one will be the dirty one that would make it sound bad, and then I missed it. So keep an eye on me, mate, make sure I'm doing it properly. So that's it, just clean the little connector, clean the little pins, and then pop that one back together. And now that is all the connectors nice and clean and back together. So let me turn it back round and let's have a look at the pots, see what's the best way of getting into these pots. Right, so by the look of it, they got a little tiny hole at the side, so the best thing to do would be stand this up on its end, so you are squirting the Deoxit in from the top and it'll run down inside all the pots. So let's stand it up. And then I shall get my camera off of the tripod and get you right in now so you can see what I'm doing. So can you see that? There's a little tiny hole there at the side of these pots, right there at the top. So I'll get a tiny little squirt into that one. They only need a tiny little squirt. Tiny little bit into this one. That's that one done. Little squirt into this one. And they're really small, these pots, so they don't need a lot of deoxit. Last one, there is just 4 pots on this. Then I shall move it around a different way to do the selector and do the on-off switch. So that's it, all 4 pots, got a little bit of deoxit into them, so I'll just give them a little wiggle about, that's all you need to do. And I will do what I always do, in a few hours I shall just wiggle these round again. I won't put any more deoxit in them, but I'll just give them a wiggle around again. So that's all you need to do. You don't need to do it loads, just work it in so you know deoxit is getting all round them and doing its magic. So that's the pots done, so let's lay it down and do the selector. It's got a tape button that needs doing and the on off. So the on off switch looks like it's best done up like this, and then I can squirt a bit on the top there and it'll run right down into the switch. A little bit in there, and then just work the on off switch and the deoxit will run right down inside it and clean it all nicely, because dirty contacts in an on off switch will affect the sound, so it's always worth doing the on off switch. Right, so that's the on off switch done. So let's lay the amplifier back down. I shall go over and do this tape monitor button on the end here, because that would be easier with it done down flat. So that one there, that is the tape monitor, and where it's got them little pins poking out the top and that little slot there, you get a little bit in there, put a little bit on the top there, work it in and it'll run down them pins and just get inside there and make it work nice. So all that's left to do is the selector. So I'll just work this tape monitor a little bit more and then we'll do the selector. And the selector's that one there, you can see, that silver one. So the bottom bit is like sliding in and out. So it looks like it'd be easier if I tip it up one way and squirt a bit into the bottom. And it's awkward this, because I'm trying not to drop the amp, trying not to drop the camera and hold it into place. So I'll get a little squirt down into there, that'll run down into that side, and then I'll turn it over and get a little squirt into it this side. So I've actually got my foot holding it up at the minute, so I'm like an octopus, but I managed to get some squirted down in there. So that's it, that'll run down into the bottom of that selector. Just give it a few turns, that'll work its way all into that bottom bit and clean it up nicely. And that's it on this ariston, that is fully serviced and checked over, so I'm happy with this one. I can't spot nothing that looks wrong with it, so I do think this one's going to work fine. Now it's had a service, I know it should sound as good as it can sound. So I'm just going to leave that one now, sit in there for a couple of days to dry with the lid off, and then I shall put the lid back on and test it out. Right, so I'm back. I've just got home from work and the little ariston has had 2 days sitting here drying right out. So let's pop the lid on it, put some speakers on it, connect up a CD player and see if we can get any sound out of the lovely little £15 charity shop bargain amplifier. Right, so that's the lid back on. Let's put the screws in. Bzzz, 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 bzzz. Right, so that's all back together. So let's get a set of speakers down to connect up to it. Now I'm going to use my little Sonys because they've already got cables on them. So I'll grab down my little Sony speakers. Now these are Sony CPX1, little pair of bookshelves. So I'll grab them down and then connect them up to the little amplifier. Right, so that's the black connected up. Connect the red up. I'll just give that wire a little twist there because it's a little bit frayed. I don't want no scraggly wires touching the casing of the amplifier. Right, so that's that one done up. So let me go over and get the other speaker down. Oh, and I should have used my other set of Sonys, innit? Because they've got cables on them and they came from the charity shop as well. So it would have been a charity shop combo. These ones didn't. I bought these non-working on eBay. So that one's the black. Slide that through the little hole and tighten up the binding post. Same with this other one, slide it in, tighten up the binding pole. Right, that's it, speakers are connected up. So let's turn the whole lot round so you can see it from the front. And then I shall connect my CD player into it and plug it in. So if I get my lead from the CD player, chuck that into the CD input and then lean down, whack the plug in. Right, so that's it. All systems go. We should be ready to get sound out of the old charity shop special. And I was going to do a DC offset test, but I forgot all about it. What with the excitement of trying the old amp out. So I've connected speakers up to it now, so we just go with it. And at the end of the day, I do think this one was working fine. I don't think there's nothing wrong with this, because it has got all them tested stickers over it. So the chances are this one was tested and was working no problem. And it isn't like I've connected up a £500 set of speakers to it. Right, so let's turn it on. No, hang on, let me set my treble and my bass to the centre. Make sure the volume is down, set the balance. And let's go over to my CD player and press play. And then see if we can get any sound out of the little charity shop amp. Right, track 1, CD player is away. So let's turn the little ariston on and see what happens. Oh, not a lot by the look of it. I would have thought that would have all lit up at the front, especially this bit where the tuner and the CD is. I thought that would have had a little light showing you like what you've got it set on. Oh no, the ariston looks like it's dead. That doesn't appear to be doing anything. Oh no. Michael, it's not working. I should have sent it to you, mate. I might send this one over, Michael, for you to repair. It don't seem to be going, mate. And by the look of it, I'm going to have to change the name of my channel, innit, to Rattlesnake Breaks Things. Because by the look of it, I've took a perfectly good working amplifier from the charity shop, opened it up, serviced it, and broke it. Oh no. And if I was you lot who've subscribed to this channel to see someone that knows what they're doing, repairing a load of nice hi-fi gear, if I was you lot, I'd unsubscribe and never watch this channel again. This is the worst fix-it channel on YouTube. This is a channel that just breaks things. Oh, maybe it's because I took that gift-gaff phone sim out. Without that phone sim, this old amp might not work. Oh, I might have to put that SIM card back in it. Oh, but I don't know where that came from. Michael, do you know where the SIM card goes in an Ariston AX910 amplifier? But look there, when I turn it on, that little red light does get a bit brighter. It's not getting very bright. I thought it would be brighter than that, but there definitely is a red light there saying it is on. Oh, why is it not working? Oh, have you got any ideas, Michael? Oh, I'm an idiot. Look, tape muting's on. Right, here we go, here we go. What a div. Tape muting was on. Oh, so the ariston is working. Happy days. Right, balance that side. Here we go, that speaker's working nice. Balance the other side. Right, there we go, that side's working. So there is nothing wrong with the ariston amplifier. It is just me being a total idiot. This amplifier is working fine. So there we go, the ariston amplifier. The problem was the idiot who makes the channel didn't realise that the tape muting button was pushed in. And with that pushed in, you will not get no sound out. And stop laughing, Michael. It wasn't that funny, mate. I thought my poor little amplifier was broken. But it's not. The ariston is going like a good un. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.